Good morning, guys. Um, Hope you're well. Had a deep sleep, so ready to rock. Today's gonna be a semi day off. Gonna go to the Sunshine Coast with my brother and his girlfriend and some other friends. It's gonna be fun. So today, what I want to put out there is a topic on how a deep sense of pain and painful experiences in your life and near-death experiences, how they help you transform and eventually find your greatness and the positives of these painful experiences. So, let's start with some of the experiences I've been through. So, I went through a deep sense of depression a couple of years ago. I've been good my whole life. A couple of years ago, reality started getting confusing. Didn't make things that just didn't make sense. I was around environments and people who were just sad. I don't want to say who, but the energy is infectious. So if you're around that energy, it sort of poisons your soul slowly. And I didn't see the point. I was in med school, so sick people all the time dying. That was part of it. Friends, cousins who didn't have opportunities, and more things. Long story short, and so I couldn't get out of bed. I don't know if I should put this out there, but yeah, for a couple months straight, I had suicidal thoughts like every 30 seconds. The thought, kill yourself and shit like that would come to my brain. And I couldn't help it. My brain just wasn't working. It just didn't function. I almost ended my life. People don't know this, but I almost ended my life twice. I almost jumped off a very high point, and it was a very scary experience. And that's why I do this shit. Because I'll get into that. And near-death experiences. So a week ago, I had a really bad car accident. At 1 a.m., I was driving home and I just fell asleep at the wheel and went straight into a light pole. It absolutely totaled my car. Total. I wasn't even going. I was probably going at 40, 50 k's an hour. Fell asleep, knocked off, and bang, straight in, totaled the car. The whole left side was screwed. The window was screwed. The airbags came out. Luckily, I wasn't that hurt. I just sprained my right wrist, and if you can see that scar, the seatbelt burn, just gashed. So I was really lucky to walk away from that. Really lucky, and I know the reason I put this out there. I know there's a principle. There's a little law of the universe that says, uh, the more it goes, the more unique or personal a pain is, the more universal it is. Every human goes through challenges. It's part of our human incarnation. Like, we're supposed to go through pain and challenge. And my theory on this is, okay, if you just take the universe is infinite, but it's constantly expanding. And for the universe to expand, it needs to grow. And growth only occurs under pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. So pressure can come in multiple ways: emotional, financial, time, spiritual. There's multiple different ways pressure can occur. The only reason pain exists, in my opinion, on this planet is just to help us grow and evolve as a species and create great things. Yeah. So, um, other people who've gone through pain, world leaders, let's say, all my chick friends out there, and this happens more often than you would think, who've been through things like rape, like aggressive rape. Who else got raped? I don't know if you know, but Oprah, when she was really young as a news anchor, got raped violently. It's something she carried in her heart. And now she's a billionaire, and she's not just a billionaire. She's very love driven, very contribution driven, and she's helping change the world. So I reckon things like depression and painful experiences create a deeper sense of empathy between you and everything around you, and it helps you connect with other people on a deeper sense of level. I know all of you have been through pain can relate to this. You can connect with people a lot. You're more real. Who else? Teacher that I listened to, Wilson Luna. So he's just like an entrepreneur, business coach, consultant. I went to his seminar and he was like, he in 10 years he became really successful by talking about multi millions over like multiple businesses. He's very switched on. But one day he was on a flight with his pregnant wife, and the plane stopped working, and it started going in a nosedive. And these two actually thought they were going to die, and these experiences, and they came out, and luckily they didn't, and they came out of it. They came out of it just very, very more hyper aware of reality, and they just went to their hotel room at the next destination. They spent a week planning on how they could help 1 million people become financially free, and they could teach what their success on and everything they knew to millions of families, and increase the vibration of the planet. And that's their plan. That's what they do. Who else? Well, another good example is Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela was very passionate and aggressive when he was young, in his 20s, and he wanted to change. He wanted to end apartheid in South Africa. If you read his book, A Long Walk to Freedom, and he gets locked in jail for 20 years, and he has to change his vibrational frequency. That's what that pressure made him increase his consciousness level to a state of love and peace. And when he went back into his aggressive environments, he wanted to end apartheid in a very aggressive way. He would coach and teach his peers to, instead of going through act through hate, to act through love, and that was a frequency that ended apartheid and created peace in South Africa. So it's Tupac Shakur. So Tupac is a bit of a complicated example. Yeah, he grew up around a very negative environment. He grew up around pimps and hustlers. His mum was addicted to drugs, in and out of jail. And I've watched in every interview of Tupac. He's fucking awesome on YouTube. If you haven't, he's one of the most inspirational people. And it's a shame that he died at the age of 25. He would have really, really helped the world in his 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s if he was still around. He would have figured shit out. But yeah, he was sent to jail for crimes he didn't commit. He was criticized massively by his own people, for these passions and his views on life. And his rising consciousness was a bit. He still rose with a egoic complex. That's what filled him with rage, and that's what eventually attracted death. Getting shot over and over again. He got shot multiple times. The second time he got killed. Who else? 50 Cent. Shot 9 times. He was a gangster his whole life. His mum died when he was 9. He was raised by thugs and pimps. He was a dealer, and at one point he got shot 9 times in front of his grandma's house. And that transformed him into an elevated level of consciousness. He went to a different frequency, and he was able to. He just had the natural ability to start rapping after a while, and his entrepreneurial visions, his right brain opened up. And if you see now, people don't know this, but if you see YouTube videos, he goes to Africa and he helps like thousands and thousands of African kids get over poverty and inspires them. And he's a really cool dude. Now he's worth probably like $300 million. Like, shit. So I'm trying to give you example after example. I'm sure, no, millions of examples. Millions. Oh, Russell Simmons. And, Russell Brand, same thing. Was a comedian, wanted to get into politics now. In his 20s, he was a comedian and a TV show host, but he was addicted. He had this gap he had this gap and unfulfillment in his soul right throughout his life. Like when he was younger, he used to be fat. He used to be teased and bullied. As he got older, he started, same thing I went through, he started to analyze, he's very switched on, so he started to analyze reality a bit too much. He go a bit too deep around the rabbit hole, so reality didn't make sense to him. So he was from Essex, so that's like the ghetto of London, the UK. So he was around poverty, like reality didn't make sense, so he's continually got addicted to different things, whether it be heroin, so he was addicted to heroin, he had to go to rehab for heroin, whether it be sex, he had to go to rehab for sex. All these addictions was because he had this pain and unfulfillment in his heart. And then he found a recovery teacher, a mentor, elevated. And he's obviously an elevated vibration. He's at an elevated vibration. There's no question about that. Now he's just going for it. He's living with massive purpose, trying to bring down CNN, change the political landscape of the world. Now he meditates twice a day, same with Russell Simmons, does yoga, basically focuses on helping people and increasing karmic positive energy. Like, that's what life's all about. So yeah, these things help you transform, man. So I wouldn't don't regret these things that happen in your life. I would think about if you were to think about these things that happen in your past. I would unconditionally love these experiences because they happen for a reason. And if you're watching this video or if you're watching videos similar to this, they help you to grow. They help you to grow, transform, become even more loving, to open up a greater sense of purpose in your heart, a greater sense of passion. It's meant for you to transform these painful experiences and help people who've been through the same thing, whether you've been raped, whether you've been violently attacked, whether you've lost your fortunes, whether you're disabled now after an accident, whether it be you've got cancer, whether it be your family's falling apart, whether it be addicted to drugs, gambling, things like this. And we'll go into this in deeper depth. But yeah, these things help you unlock your greatness. Eventually, give it time. Pain takes a while to heal, and there's all the pains from your past lives and shit like that. So these are things we need to work on. So. Like, subscribe, share. These are just simple topics. Again, this is just me talking at the moment, but over the next few weeks, I've met so many switched-on people, so I'll be collaborating on multiple areas of life. It's going to get real. This is about to go 0 to 100 very quickly over the next couple of months. So, have fun. I'll keep posting as much as I can in my free time. Peace out. Love you guys. Okay, bye.